A former employee with China Mobile Online Services recently sat down for an interview to talk about the Christian persecution that is currently facing believers in China. We're estimated that there's at least 100 million Christians living in China right now, despite the fact that it is one of the most persecuted countries for believers to live in. But according to the reports that we're getting and from this individual who worked for China Mobile Online Services, the Chinese authorities have now started banning Christian funerals. That's right. No longer can you have a Christian funeral. That is now considered promoting religious propaganda. And the Chinese state officials, they will not allow that whatsoever. They are now demanding that you have a secular funeral, one that would be more fitting towards Chinese President Xi Jinping. Stories about this as well coming out of a young boy who talked about how his father had just recently passed away. He had been a believer for many years. The government told them that they would not be allowed to have a typical Christian funeral, that they would have to have a secular funeral. And he said they didn't dare try to cross the government because they know if they do, they could end up arrested or they could end up dead. This is really going on in the province city of Henan, is where a lot of this is taking place right now. There's a religious watchdog group called Bitter Winter. I've talked about them before. They're reporting on the Chinese persecution of the Christians in China as well. This is just getting really bad right now. Also, China has begun installing facial recognition software as well as, a thumbprint, technology, so they can better keep track of everybody that's walking into a church. These are now right outside of churches, which aren't really churches. Most of them are government run. Some of them are labeled as the official government 3 self-churches. But they are so watered down, and the Chinese government has gone in there and pretty much rewritten the Bible. So these aren't the Christian church services that maybe you and I would be accustomed to. Nothing like that whatsoever. So it's just sad to see this. The boy said, even in death, we're being persecuted, where we can't even have a proper funeral. Pastors oftentimes have to sneak into a believer's home for a very quick prayer for somebody that has passed away, and then he has to hurry up and get out of there before he's caught. They also can't have any orchestras, any music being played at these funerals. All of that has been banned as well. It really shows you that we're living in the time of the end and that Jesus Christ is coming back soon. I want to know what you guys think about this, the banning of the Christian funerals in China. Don't forget to give the video here a like, share it, subscribe, hit the bell, enable notifications, support me on Patreon, patreon.com/conservative-truth, link in the description. If you guys enjoy these videos that I do, $5 a month, you can sponsor me. In addition to that, you will also get bonus content on Patreon, not here on YouTube. All the podcasts that I do where I talk more about sensitive information, I talk more in depth about it as well. We avoid the YouTube censorship, guys. They're coming after Christians and conservatives like myself. So your support on Patreon really helps a great deal. I'll be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you, and I will talk with you soon.